Welcome to On Topic. I'm Jennifer Fuller along with Jack Tichenor, the Interim Director of the Paul Simon Public Policy Institute at Southern Illinois University Carbondale. We've started a new year, and in Illinois politics, it includes statewide offices up for grabs, big primary battles for some of the state's top jobs, and all of this set against a specter of a midterm election this November. What's in store for us? Well, Jack, what can you tell us?
Well, when it comes to the Illinois General Assembly, I'm going to say probably not an awful lot because of what you just talked about. If this year is anything like years past in Illinois politics, I don't expect that there'll be a lot of substantive action at the Capitol because of the March primary and the November general elections. If you look at the General Assembly, this is the second year of the legislature's two-year session, and about all they're really supposed to do is deal with the budget. Now, earlier in the year, of course, in this cycle, you did see an awful lot of bills get passed, but that was the first year. I don't think that you're going to see much in the way of any signature or controversial legislation coming up in the spring because, again, they're trying to get through the primaries and get into the general election. If you look at the legislative calendar right now, we've only got 16 session days scheduled before the March 20th primary. We have a couple of things going on, though, of course, the governor's State of the State message. That's on Wednesday, January 31st, and then 2 weeks later on Valentine's Day, you've got the budget message. The political junkies watch these for any kind of scraps of news that might come out of them, but they're probably not going to create more than a couple of meaningful headlines a day or two ahead or behind. In the nearly 30 years I've been going to the Capitol, these are, for the most part, political speeches that don't result in much in the way of concrete legislation. You're not going to see anything really controversial like passing recreational marijuana or anything like that.
I know a lot of people, lawmakers included, had hoped that they wouldn't have to hear the word budget as quickly as they have. What do you expect from this year's budget message?
Well, pretty much the same thing. There's an old saying that the governor proposes and the General Assembly disposes. And this is especially true when you have one party in charge with both houses like we do now and the governor's party being in the minority. That said, we just came through a two-year budget impasse that was broken only with the help of members of the governor's own party breaking ranks with him in early July to end the stalemate. I think there's a possibility you might see something similar to that happen again this year.
So, crystal ball time, what does it all mean?
Well, nothing much has changed since last summer. The same 10 House Republicans and 1 Senate GOP member who voted to raise taxes and override the governor's vetoes, they're still there, despite the fact a lot of them are not running for re-election. The paradigm hasn't shifted that much, so there is a potential for another budget standoff, and we might be back there again, or we might see some sort of stopgap budget.
Jack Tichenor, thanks very much.